Good morning, Erica. Time to grind. It's Friday, January 5th. The time is 5:40 a.m. Currently, in Guilderland it's 19 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather with a high of 34 degrees and a low of 19 degrees.
back to my channel. So today, with it being a new year, I decided to share with you guys my 5 a.m. morning routine in hopes that I can inspire you to get up early and get your day started early. I used to get up at 5 o'clock a.m. on the regular. However, since I moved, my schedule has been so off. So this year I'm trying to just get back onto a regular routine and schedule. I usually like to get up between 5 and 6 a.m. as I feel like the world is still sleeping and it's very still and quiet, especially when, you live in apartments and you start hearing the hustle and the bustle of the building. At that time, usually not many people are up already and it's just so quiet. And I feel like when I get up really early, I just can get more done. So I always start my routine with making my bed. If I don't do anything else for the day, if I make my bed, I feel like I've accomplished something. It makes me feel productive. At 5 o'clock, I have an Alexa routine that starts. And it starts with playing some music for half an hour. And it turns on my light to mimic sunlight and kind of get me to automatically open my eyes and rise. Sometimes I'll get right up. Sometimes I'll lay there until after 5:30. This morning I was kind of tired, so I laid there until my 5:30 alarm. And at 5:30, my first phone alarm goes off, and then the routine starts, telling me good morning. She tells me good morning, Erica, rise and grind, which motivates me. And I let the routine tell me the weather. It tells me what's on my calendar for the day, and it ends the routine with an affirmation. At this point, I'm out of the bed and I go ahead and make my bed, and then I proceed to meditate. I try to meditate at least 5 minutes every morning to just clear my head and really get my day started. And I use an app called Insight Timer. Most days I just set bold meditation sounds that starts and ends with a bell. And I just sit there and close my eyes and try to clear my head and be still. And after I meditate, I do my stretching. And you probably saw that I'm a little off balance with my stretching because I haven't been doing it a long time. But once I start to get used to doing my stretch routine again, my balance gets better. It's very important that I stretch every morning. I have fibromyalgia and my body is like extremely tight. My joints will be tight and achy, so it's important that I stretch. I used to do HIIT training, which I don't do too much anymore because it's too intense on my body. But I do still do the HIIT training stretchers because I feel like they're very intense and loosen me up a lot. So now that I've made my bed, I've meditated, and I've done my stretches, now it's time to go brush my teeth and get some breakfast. One of my favorite parts of the morning because I'm greedy, y'all. breakfast, y'all. I usually catch up with the news while I eat breakfast, and after I finish eating, while I still sip my coffee, I respond to emails and do my best to respond to as many comments as possible. My coffee is an absolute necessity in the morning. I barely get more than 5 hours of sleep. I'm working on getting at least 7, but I barely get more than 5 hours, which is not enough. I'm extremely tired in the morning. This morning is particularly rough as I feel like the coffee is not working. If I don't do coffee, I'll do matcha or sometimes like a chai latte, but a chai latte is for those days I'm not really tired because I don't feel like the caffeine is enough. But matcha or coffee usually does the trick. Like I said, this morning I am struggling. So I'm hoping that a nice long shower will help to wake me up. So I'm going to finish up this last sip of coffee, and then I'm going to take me a nice long hot shower. When I tell y'all that shower was everything, y'all, it was absolutely everything. Just what I needed this morning to wake me up. And I am going to go ahead and do my morning skincare routine. So I washed my face in the shower with this Rock Multi-Correction Revive and Glow Gel Cleanser with vitamin C and glycolic acid. And I use the compressed sponge to exfoliate my skin. And lately I've been letting my face kind of air dry a little bit to retain moisture. But I'm going to go ahead and just continue drying it up with a disposable clean towel. I've been trying this brand called Luxu, and the cloths are 100% plant fiber and 100% biodegradable. I paid like $5 for this box. Don't worry, I'll link this as well as everything else for you guys in the description box. And the cloths are pretty thick. Let me open that up so you can see. It's the perfect size to cleanse my face, and it has like this cube pattern for some slight exfoliation. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry my face the rest of the way, although it's mostly drip dried. And I make sure to get around my hairline good and get in my ears and behind my ears. Get my neck and exfoliate my lips to get off any dry skin. My lips have been completely dry this winter. I need to find a better daytime lip balm. And I go ahead and clear my nose. I've been dealing with a little cold, so after the heat from the shower kind of opens me up, I clear my nose after I clean my face. Now I'm going to continue with my morning skincare routine. It's that time of the month, so my skin has been acting accordingly. I've been breaking out and it's very dry, so I'm going to give my skin a little TLC this morning, starting with this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA plus BHA Pore Tight Toner, and it's hydrating and pore refining. And I'm just going to put some of that on a cotton pad. And I'm going to pat it into my skin instead of rub it in, just to give my skin that extra moisture and not put any more stress on it. Next, I'm going to apply some eye cream to moisturize under my eye area and waken them up, brighten them up. And I'm using the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Bright Eye Gel Cream. And I just put a little bit on my ring finger and dab it under my eye area. And I also hit the corners to try to eliminate crow's feet. And then I also dab some on my eyelids because my eyelids get very dry in the winter, and if I don't moisturize them, they start peeling. Next, I'm going to apply my serum, and I'm using the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Serum. And it's provides deep hydration and glow. And hyaluronic acid acts as a humectant and draws moisture in. So this helps my skin retain moisture and stay supple and glowy, especially in these winter months where my skin tends to be extremely dry and dull, especially when it's that time of the month. Next, I'm going to apply my moisturizer, and I'm using this Face Theory Super Gel Moisturizer. It's oil-free and it's very light and hydrating with aloe vera, green tea extract, niacinamide, and vitamin C. And I'm going to mix the moisturizer with a little bit of Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops, just to give me some extra glow, because like I said, my skin tends to be dull during the winter. And I'm going to take a generous drop of that moisturizer and just dab it on my face before rubbing it in. And then I'm going to take a drop of the niacinamide drops and add it with the moisturizer. And then I'm going to rub the two in together. I'm going to hit my neck as well. And I let my moisturizer set in, and my skin looks nice and moisturized and supple. And to finish off my skincare routine, I'm going to apply some sunscreen. And lately I've been using this Millet Skincare No Shade Sunscreen Oil SPF 30 Broad Spectrum. And I like it because it's extremely lightweight. All I need is one little drop, and I spread it all across my face. And at first it looks a little greasy. It doesn't feel too greasy though. It feels like a lightweight oil. But at first it looks a little greasy, but then it sinks. Like it literally sinks right into the skin. It leaves you looking glowy. And it even looks good under makeup. Like I have combination skin with an oily T-zone, and I tend to get very oily in my T-zone, especially when I'm wearing makeup. And a lot of times sunscreen will make me even more oily, but this sunscreen hasn't been doing that. I've been using it for a few weeks, and I love it so far. And I'm not going out the house today. I'll be working inside all day. But even when I don't go outside, I still put on sunscreen, as you're still exposed to the sun rays from the windows. So you should still be protected. And like I said, that sunscreen sinks right in. You see, I don't look oily at all, just glowy. And that's just right after application. It's going to sink in some more. And I'm going to get ready to moisturize my body. But before I do that, I'm going to take my vitamins before I forget. And I've been taking vitamins from Black Girl Vitamins, which is a Black-owned vitamin brand. And I've been alternating between the hair, skin, and nail vitamins and the vitamin D3, which I tend to be deficient in the winter months, especially more so now since I moved upstate. For us girlies that live in the northern states, we don't get enough sun. But now that I moved upstate and I'm working for myself, I tend to stay in the house more. I'm not getting enough sun, so my vitamin D tends to be low. But I've been alternating between the hair, skin, and nails and the vitamin D, because the hair, skin, and nails is more like a multivitamin, and it has vitamin C, which I need right now as I've been a little under the weather. It also has the vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin A, has folate, has biotin, which is really good for your hair and your nails, and it has collagen. And that's what I'm going to take today. And I'm going to take this suggested serving, which is 2 gummies. And these vitamins are very good. It actually tastes like I'm eating candy. It kind of feels like I'm not supposed to be eating them. But they're really good. No funny aftertaste. It's sweet, but not too sweet. And so far, I've been enjoying this vitamin brand. And I'm so glad to have found some vitamins that are black owned. Like I said, I alternate between the two. Usually a couple of times a week I'll take the D3 instead, but I don't combine the two because the hair, skin, and nails vitamin has 10 micrograms of vitamin D, which is 50%, and then the vitamin D ones have 50 micrograms of vitamin D, which is 250%, which is too much. Even though your body will release the extra, I don't feel the need to take the extra. It's like wasting my vitamins. So the hair, skin, and nails is enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my body so that I can get dressed. In the winter months, like I mentioned, my skin is very dry, not only on my face, but my body as well. And I find that trusty old Palmer's does the trick of keeping me moisturized. I get the big old bottle for both myself and my son because we use this up quick. And that's the cocoa butter formula lotion. But I also use the cocoa butter, which I love for my feet, my elbows, my knees, and my hands. Like, it locks in the moisture and keep everything moisturized. I grease my feet with this and put on some socks, and my feet stay soft. So I'm going to start with the lotion and go ahead and grease up, y'all. And look how that just soaks right into the skin. I usually like to moisturize fresh out the shower when I'm still damp, but I did my skincare first, so it doesn't really matter though because that lotion is still sinking right into my skin. And lastly, before I put my clothes on, I'm going to show my hair a little love. I usually sleep either in a satin bonnet or on my satin pillowcases. Last night, I didn't cover my hair. I just slept on my satin pillowcases. I find that when I just sleep on the pillowcases and not use the bonnet, my hair gets a little less flat. But it did flatten out a little bit in some areas. So I'm just going to take my metal pick and lift my roots slightly. Not too much. I'm just trying to balance out the shape. Let me hit the back. That's where it usually gets the most flat, in the back. And I'm just going to rub out them sides that's shorter. And that looks a lot better. Now I can go throw my clothes on. And I just put on a sports bra with a cami and some leggings, as I like to layer because it's cold in my apartment, even with the heat up. That's the perks of living on the first floor. And I put on some deodorant so your sis won't be funky. I use Dove 0% aluminum deodorant, as aluminum is no good, could cause breast cancer. And today I use the shea butter scent. And although the aluminum-free deodorant don't keep me from sweating, I get a little wet. At least I don't get funky. And I'm just going to throw on a hoodie. And that will be perfect for being comfortable in the house because, like I said, I'm not going outside. It's snowing today and we're supposed to get a big storm this weekend. So I'll probably be in here for most of the weekend. And now I am super comfortable. Before I start working, I have to fill up my water bottle so I can stay hydrated. Hydrated, y'all. Hydration starts from the inside out. Now that I've finished my morning routine, it's time to get my workday started. I usually get my workday started about 8 o'clock, no later than 9 a.m. That's why I get up so early, as I have time to take my time and relax and do the things that I need to do and not be in a frenzy in the morning. And that way I get a great start to the day feeling relaxed and refreshed, renewed. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting my work done, and I start my day by looking in my planner to see what I have planned for the day. And my planner is from Cloth and Paper. It's a Black woman-owned brand, and I have the spiral bound planner and the vertical layout and the Sunday start. I started using Cloth and Paper planners last year. Last year I had the horizontal spiral bound planner that came in the monthly subscription box for November, but I prefer the vertical planner because I feel like it has like more space for the things I need to write, and I just really like that layout better. And yeah, that's my planner. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over all my things to do for the day, along with checking my calendars and my to-do list. And that's it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get my workday started. Thanks for joining me for my 5 a.m. morning routine today. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and I'll see y'all next time.